Hey everyone, welcome to another Python programming lesson where today I'm going to show you guys how I can create a passcode generator. And this will be a random passcode generator. So I'm going to randomly select integers and it's going to present that as a list, and then every time I run the code it will provide me a new thing. So for starters, I'm going to import the random built-in library provided to you in PyCharm. Now this will allow me to randomly select an integer while I run through a loop. So I'm going to start by creating an empty list. I'm going to call that passcode. And what I'm going to do is as I loop through integers, I'm going to, when it's randomly selected, that randomly selected number will be added to that empty blank list. So I'm going to do a while loop, but before I do that, I'm going to have to create a starting point and the length of code. So I'm going to basically do like the while loop's going to be true when the starting point is less than the length of the code. I'm going to do numbers, which is going to be range of 10. If I print this, you'll see that the numbers will be from 0 to 10. However, it only shows you the range of 0 to 10. Now I actually have to do like a for number in numbers, and that will show you each individual integer. Oh, forgot one thing. And then I gotta print out the number. So it's going to loop through each integer, which is from 0 to 9, and those will be all the possible randomly selected integers for this passcode. But that's not how we're going to create our passcode generator. So I'm going to do a while loop, and this is going to be running when it's true, and it's only going to be true when the starting point is less than the length of code. And we're going to have 5, which is going to be the amount of integers we have for this passcode. So as long as the starting point is less than the length of the code, this program will run. I'm going to create a variable called number, and that's going to be random.choice. And that allows us to randomly select a number from the range 0 to 10, but not including 10. And then that's going to be a randomly selected number, and then I'm going to append that. I'm going to add that to the passcode. So I'm doing passcode.append, and I'm going to append the number that is just randomly chosen. And then last but not least, I'm going to increment starting point by 1. So we eventually will have starting point being equal to the length of code, and when that's the case, this while loop will no longer run. And lastly, I'm going to print out a formatted string where I'm going to just say passcode and then print out in the curly brackets the passcode that randomly selected. So as you see, when I run this code, we have passcode and a colon and then 5 integers, and these every time I run this, we'll get 5 new integers, and there could be duplicates. Doesn't matter if it's sorted or not, and that's one thing you could do if you'd like. You could do sorted, you can remove duplicates, but this is just a quick little introduction to utilizing the random built-in library, importing that, and kind of introduces you to a little bit of the while loops and formatted strings. So I'll run this a few more times just to show you guys how each time you run the code, it will randomly generate a bunch of integers ranging from 0 to 9. And there's some things you can change. You can change the length of the code. So say if I wanted to change the length of the code from 5 to 8, you will have 8 integers in your passcode now. Just kind of a neat little thing you can change. You could also change the range. So the integers in the passcode can be ranging from like 0 to 20, or not including 20. But neat little things that you can change there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe.